Join me for this gentle hip opening yoga flow. This flow is designed for those with tight, achy, or stiff hips who are looking to improve the mobility and flexibility. This is ideal for all levels, and modifications are given. You may use blocks and blankets to support your practice today. So let's come on down to the floor and we'll get started. Crossing those legs just to start with, to take a little moment here. And we'll just ground down, take a nice deep breath in, lengthening up through the spine, inhaling. And as you exhale, draw the feet together and knees out to the side into Baddha Konasana. Now, if you do struggle with this position, just take your feet slightly further forward for a little bit more space. Inhaling and exhaling, fluttering the legs up and down, gently releasing any tension in the inner thighs here. Continue with your breath. And from here, we're going to just settle down into the glutes, into the sit bones, releasing the legs outwardly. Inhaling. And as you exhale, we're going to start to draw the elbows back into the thighs, bringing the body forward, keeping the back nice and flat. Inhaling. And exhaling. If you want to deepen the pose, you can take your hands to the feet, taking the elbows to the outside of the shins, but you don't have to. Just find what feels right for you today. Inhale and exhale. You're really thinking about lengthening the back over, finding space in the tummy as you fold forward. From here, come to seated with your legs crossed, back is tall, chest is lifted, and we'll take a little twist over to your left, taking the right arm behind you. Inhale, scooping up that belly, and then exhale and release, switching the other side. Inhale, and then exhale back to center. From here, walk the hands forward. Now you may come to your forearms, you may just come to your hands, whatever feels right here for you. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale it out. Inhale. And exhale, really sending that breath down into the hips. As you inhale, rise and switch the legs over. This always feels a little bit odd when it's on the opposite side. And then walk your hands down again. Take a nice deep breath in all the way down into those hips and sigh the breath out. Just allow the body to really relax. Soften the knees, soften the ankles and the toes. Relax the shoulders and the elbows. On your next inhale, we'll draw the body back up. Inhaling, and then take the hands behind you, switch the legs back around again, but this time driving the knees forward, opening up the hips, lifting the chest up to the sky. Don't worry if you can't quite get the knees forward to the floor, just find what works for you. Switch the legs over, same again on the opposite side. Inhaling and exhaling. Gently release, come all the way back down into the bottom, and then we're going to take ourselves over to our fire log pose. So taking the right leg on top of the left into the crook of the leg, and we're going to walk those arms forward again. Again, it might just be you doing this into your hands, or maybe coming onto your forearms. Take a nice deep round of breath here, and exhale it out. Inhaling and exhaling. Walk your way back up. Switch the legs over. So remember to keep that bottom leg square onto the mat and the opposite leg directly parallel to that leg. Now, if you do also need any extra support, you could place a blanket in between the knee and the foot. If that feels more comfortable for you, do this. Inhale. And as we exhale, we'll slowly rise back up and walk our way round to the top of our mat. So coming into a tabletop here, take a nice deep breath in, exhaling, and let's draw the right knee to the right elbow and circle it all the way behind the left knee. Rotating back in the opposite direction, back to the knee. Let's repeat that again. Inhale, draw up and out, and all the way back. So we're trying to find the full mobility of this hip here. Really drawing the knee forward and out, all the way behind, and then up and out and back in again. Last time, rock it up and out. And as we send it behind this time, come into a little V shape and sit your bum down in between those legs. If you do struggle with this again, just place the left foot grounded down into the floor rather than on the side. Taking a twist to your left, inhale. Lengthening through the spine, exhaling and releasing into that hip, really finding a lovely deep stretch in the left-hand side. From here, counter pose, taking the hands round to the opposite side. Keep that back lovely and tall, releasing the shoulders down the back. And then we're going to ground the hands down into the floor. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, ground the hands down, ground into the feet as well. See if you can stay in those feet. Take your time walking it all the way back round. So you're now on the opposite side. Adjust your legs if you need to. Take your left arm around your right knee, this time looking over your right shoulder. Deep breath in. And exhale it out. Counter pose, take the hands round to the opposite side, inhaling. And as we exhale, we're going to walk the hands back up to the top of the mat. So coming back into that tabletop again, ground down, take a nice deep breath in, and then let's circle out that left leg all the way behind the right knee. Reverse and back to center. Left knee to left elbow, rotate round behind the right knee and rotate back to center. All the way out, rotate and back into center. Great work. Last time, all the way around, all the way open. And this time we're going to draw that knee back to center, and we're going to take the right foot to the outside of the right hand, taking a low lunge here, lifting the chest up and circling out through the hips. So you're just taking these little circles here. If this is a little uncomfortable in that back knee, you can place a blanket underneath the knee here. And then we're going to rotate out into the outer blade of the foot, opening up the chest to the sky, right arm inside the thigh. Inhale. And exhale, release, take the hands back down, step that right foot back, and we'll switch sides. Take the left foot to the outside of the left hand, and let's take those little circles again. So just circling out the hips. Now, again, the other thing to add in, if you do struggle getting your hands to the ground, place your hands on some blocks. That'll give you a little bit more height, make this a little bit more comfortable for you. From here, let's roll out into the outer blade of the foot, left hand inside the left thigh, inhaling and exhaling. Deep breath in, and as we exhale, ground the hands back down, step the left foot back. Tuck the toes in, send the bum back, almost into this child pose, and then wave the body forward, sink the hips down, roll the shoulders back, cobra. Exhale, send it back. Now make sure you're engaging your tummy muscles here. So as you sink your hips down, don't just dump down into your tummy or into your lower back. Inhale, draw the body forward. Roll those shoulders back. Exhale, send it back. Inhaling. And exhale, release all the way back. Roll the bottom up to the sky, coming into a little down dog here. Just pedal out the backs of those legs, just releasing any tension between the glutes and the hamstrings, and of course the calves and the ankles and toes. From here, ground down into that foot, and then take your right leg to the center of the mat, framing the foot, and then rise up, sinking the back knee down, coming into Anjalanasana. Take the right arm down by your side, take the left arm up and over, finding this deep psoas stretch. Inhale, rise, and then exhale, ground the hands down to the inside of the right leg and swivel the left leg underneath you, coming into what I like to call the Adonis pose. So we're sending that right knee forward, finding that deep stretch, opening up the pelvis, the hips, before releasing. Ground the hands back down in front of you. Take the left hand in line with your left knee. Right leg is extended, right arm up high to the sky. Deep breath in. And then see if you can extend that top arm overhead for a really deep side stretch here. Exhale, take the hands to the back of your mat now. Coming into that tabletop again. Roll the body back out, down dog. Look ahead, step the left foot forward. Framing the foot, sinking the back knee down, Anjalanasana. Inhale, rise. And then exhale, left arm down by your side, right arm reaches up and over, big side stretch into the psoas. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, reach your arms up high to the sky, take them across to the inside of the left leg. Swivel the back foot round and take the left hand inside left thigh, sending the knee forward. Make sure that heel is grounded. Keep your back up tall. Inhale, we're going to rise back up. Ground the right hand now down in line with the right knee, left leg extends, left arm up high to the sky. Drive the right hip forward underneath you, opening up the hips, and extend the top arm overhead. Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to release and come back to the top of our mat. Come back into that tabletop again. Take a nice deep breath in, tuck the toes in, wave the bottom back up to the sky. Take a moment here just to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. From here, looking ahead, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, coming in for our twisted lunge, opening up, finding that stretch into the IT band. And then from here, we're going to deepen that stretch by turning the toes out to the front of the mat and looking up to the sky, driving the hips up. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, ground the hands down to the floor, step back, switch sides, take the left foot to the outside left hand. Take a nice deep breath in, twisted lunge, inhaling and exhaling, rotating those feet. Drive the hips up and exhale. Take the hands back down to the ground, step it back. Come back into our down dog, deep breath in. Exhale, send the right leg up high to sky, and we're going to draw the right knee up into the chest. Exhale, three-leg dog. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Extend that leg up high to the sky. From here, take a nice deep breath in, bend the knees, stack the hips, inhaling. And then exhale, coming into our wild thing. So take your time here, slowly release back, drive the hips up, open up the chest, inhale. And then from here, exhale, ground back down to center. Coming into that down dog again, take a nice deep breath in, moving into the left side. So draw the left leg up high to sky, three-leg dog. Exhale, bring it up and in. Good. Draw up and in, inhale and exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. And then stack the hips, open up the chest, open up the ribs, and then open into wild thing. Drive the hips up high to the sky, inhaling. And exhale, ground the hands back down to the floor. Take another deep breath in that down dog. And this time we're going to rise up with that right leg and take some circles here. So we're circling out the leg, out to the right hand side, inhaling and exhaling, trying to draw the leg all the way past the opposite leg and up and out. From here, we're going to draw that leg back up to the sky into three-leg dog, and then draw the right knee behind the right wrist and release into pigeon. Again, if you need to use a block here underneath your bum, please do. Take the hands to the outside of the knees, and we're going to slowly ripple the body up and down. Inhale as you rise, and exhale as you release. Inhaling and exhaling. From here, we're going to take the hands out in front of us, resting the forehead on top of the hands, lengthening the back, relaxing the shoulders, softening into the hips. Give the toes a little wiggle, a little reminder everything's okay. Deep breaths in, exhaling out. Inhale and exhale. Take another deep breath in. Really allowing the body to melt down, and then as you inhale, rise back up. Keep the foot grounded in front of you and just drive up through the back of the leg and the knee. So we're driving up and down through the back of the elbow, and then release back into three-leg dog and relax back into down dog. So let's switch into the other side, moving into the left side now, left leg up high to the sky, circle out that leg. So drawing it all the way behind the opposite leg and back round. Good work. Deep breaths in and out, work with that breath. And then from here, we're going to sweep that leg back up to the sky, look ahead and draw the left knee to the back of the left elbow and release down into our pigeon. So grounding down, take a nice deep breath in, exhale, release all the way down, and then inhale, rise. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Great work. Exhale, come all the way down, taking the hands out in front of you. Release the forehead to the back of the hands, inhaling and exhaling. Let's take a couple more rounds of breath here, allowing the body to really sink deeply into this stretch. Try and let go of any tension you're holding right now. Inhale and exhale. On our next inhale, we're going to drive the body up. So take a nice deep breath in and let's start to walk the body up. And take the hands to the outside of the leg. Drive the knee up and down the back of that elbow again, so grounding that foot into the floor as we drive up and down, inhaling and exhaling, and then drive that left leg back. From here, grounding down into our plank position, we're going to draw the body forward in chaturanga, inhale to rise into cobra, and then exhale, send the body back down to the floor onto your tummy and take the left arm alongside your chest, right arm outside, taking the left leg over, opening up those hips again, inhale, opening up the shoulders, opening up into the ribs, and then exhale, release. Switch sides, all the way over, inhale, and exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, we'll release, coming back round to the front. Ground down into your hands, drive the bum back, and tuck the toes in, jump forward, come into Malasana, and ground the hands together. Elbows to the insides of the thighs, lifting the chest up, rolling the shoulders back. Take a moment to really sink deeply into those hips. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, if you struggle with this position, you can place a blanket underneath your heels if that feels good. And then taking our right arm, we're going to take it behind us here. So take a nice deep breath in, take the right arm behind you, and then draw the left arm up and out in front of you. See if you can ground down into your heels, otherwise come into your toes and release down, and then switch hands. So left hand and then right arm up and over, opening, gentle back bend, opening those hips as well. And then release the bottom to the floor, scoot yourself to the end of your mat so you can completely release down into the floor. So just winding this down now, we're going to take the arms out to the side, one hand down, one hand up, and we're going to sweep the knees side to side and twist and turn through the arms as well and the head. So facing the opposite direction to where the knees are traveling and switching sides. This little wash rag movement here, just releasing any tension remaining in the body. And then from here, take your feet to the edges of your mat, sweep the knees over to your right hand side, and then wiggle your left knee back so it's in line with your hip, and take your right hand to the inside of the right leg. Take a moment here with your left arm up to the sky, inhaling and exhaling, feeling that length into the hip and the quad. And then from here, let's switch sides. So just wiggle back. You may need to make some adjustments. That's fine. Readjust. And then we'll sweep to the left. So all the way over to the left-hand side. Wiggle that right knee back and right arm behind you. Left hand to that left thigh. Inhaling. And exhaling. Take another round of breath here. Really deepening the breath down into the hip. Try and relax the glutes. And then slowly, we're going to come back to center. Take the feet together, coming into Baddha Konasana, and place the hands on the inside of your thighs, thumbs on the outside, and gently push forward and down into these inner thighs, finding that final little stretch there. I really hope you've enjoyed this gentle hip opening practice. And if you have enjoyed this, please do comment below. Do subscribe for more of my videos. And then from here, let's take the hands to the back of the legs, draw the knees together and in towards the chest. Let's gently roll over to your right hand side. Take a moment to breathe here and then rise into seated position. Ground down into your hips, hands to your knees, bowing your head to your hands. Just a moment to thank yourself for today's practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Sweep the arms up high to the sky, palms to heart center. Namaste.